Is this the dagger?
What up, JP Nation? It's your boy JP. Today we are reacting to B-ball breakdowns. Can Alperen Sengun be the next Nikola Jokic? Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to ItzJustJP for more basketball content. Click the notification bell. You know when our next upload is. On the road to 30K, make sure you like this video at the end. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Comment down below and tell me your thoughts on Alperen Sengun. Could he be the next Jokic? And let me know what you want me to react to next. It's too early to tell with the him and Jokic comparisons, though, but he does have tendencies that I see that, you know, the Houston Rockets will definitely have to build the offense around him, though. But let's go ahead and see what B-ball breakdown is going to say. But without further ado, let's go and get into the video.
If you're looking for cheap tickets to go to the basketball game, I got you covered. It's just JP partner the SeatGeek to give you the best ticket purchasing experience. Download the SeatGeek app and you'll unlock so many opportunities to go to an event you will certainly enjoy, like a basketball game. What's awesome about SeatGeek is that it gives you the best price from a lot of sellers, and it separates the good from the bad, and also shows you the viewpoint of your seat on your next outing. Yes, use the app, but hold on, there's more. Use the promo code ItzJustJP to get $20 off your purchase. Your deal just got even more awesome. So what are you waiting for? Download the SeatGeek app for your next event experience.
Last week, I began to prepare a video on a young player that had been flying under the radar for 2 seasons. A guy who had skills beyond his years, someone who could throw no-look passes better than almost any other big man, and who took on LeBron James and the Lakers and became the youngest center to ever score 30 points, grab 10 rebounds, and hand out 5 assists in the history of the NBA.
Okay. That's pass.
Alperen Sengun entered the league last year from Turkey, and it didn't take long for him to announce his presence with authority. But what grabbed my attention was the passing. My Lord, he's got some vision, folks, and this is what most certainly will make you think Jokic 2.0. And I gotta tell you, at 20 years old, in only his second year, to have this kind of vision, touch, timing, and accuracy is something that indicates to me he could become a better passer than the best passing big man in the history of the game. While he's only 6'9", he has a traditional back-to-the-basket game, and part of what makes him so hard to guard down there is the threat that he'll make a pass to a cutter at any time. The defender simply has no idea what Sengun will do, and the big man's shiftiness down there keeps them guessing every time. His favorite target is Jabari Smith Jr., and they developed a nice chemistry in terms of the timing of the cut.
They do.
Smith waits for his man to go double, and Sengun knows where he is and how to deliver it with a no-look, soft, underhand flip in close quarters. And even when Smith cuts and doesn't get open, it allows Sengun to absorb all the focus with his patented spin move, and then finds Smith once his man has to help. You might be wondering why Sengun garners so much focus while down low on the block, and we don't have to look very far. Last night, he had the full package on display. He's equally adept at both blocks, which is a key to being a great post player. He doesn't mind contact as he backs into Thomas Bryant, and check the subtle ball fake and great footwork. He is quick and decisive with a turn over the left shoulder and has tremendous touch on his jump hook. More and more, the Rockets are clearing out the side for him to go to work down low, this time on the left block, where he utilizes superior ball handling to instantly blow by Bryant, and he knows how athletic NBA players are and uses that to his advantage. He times the shot fake and the left foot plant at the same time, lets Bryant fly by before using his body to render the defense ineffective. After this roll-in pocket pass, he tests Bryant's reaction with the one-handed shot fake before lowering his shoulder to drive into the lane. But watch how he jumps off the one, gathering the ball with the right foot down, then quick jumping off the left before Bryant can time his jump to contest. But these don't quite do him justice. There's so much more to his post-up game. Watch how he hops on the left foot in order to start the spin. This makes him more explosive than just keeping that foot on the floor, and it forces Zubac to cut him off, opening another spin move back to the middle for that jump hook. He might not be 7 feet, but he has no problem getting this off over the trees. Even against the freakishly long Gobert, he tests the water to the middle, uses his wide frame to stay sideways to Rudy, then fades slightly back with a jump hook for the swish. His powerful frame is a useful battering ram, as Olynyk so completely braces for the contact that it leaves him unable to handle the simultaneous right foot turn to the baseline.
Nice move.
How far out of position Olynyk ends up as the ball is being laid in. I love this type of spin move. He uses that same hop up to the high foot, but then notice how he drops the ball straight down with the right hand and continues to dribble with his left. The piece of resistance is another shot fake to get the excellent shot blocker in Kessler off his feet and drifting, and then the strong finish off 2 feet. It makes sense that a Houston Rockets center would be this good down low, considering they've got one of the best footwork centers of all time in Hakeem Olajuwon available for training. With this help, he's developed some great work habits that have led him to finding a lot of success on the court.
That makes a lot of sense.
If you got some bad habits that get in the way of your true success, you should try Fume, a natural diffuser device that uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out a negative habit for a positive one. Fume is not a vape, it's a non-electric device designed to transform your negative habits. The easiest way to stop bad habits like biting your nails is to replace them with a positive one, and Fume gave my fingers something to do since their version 2 is snappy, tactile, and has an adjustable airflow dial and magnetic end cap. Head to tryfume.com/bballbreakdown and use code bballbreakdown to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. The Journey Pack comes with 3 unique flavors and the new version 2 Fume to help kickstart your positive habits. That's tryfum.com and use code bballbreakdown to save an additional 10% off on your order today. Check the little rip screen to force a switch and give Sengun a mismatch. His spin moves are hyper quick and get defenders lower than him, opening the spin back, and despite the double, he embarrasses the defense with this smash. Which brings us to a big difference between him and Jokic, his bounce. It's amazing how many bodies he's caught in just a season and a half in the NBA, due in large part because he's got some real leaping ability.
All right, Sengun.
It's a testament to how varied his skills are that he has gotten so many of these dunks on so many different types of offensive actions. Whether he's setting a ball screen and then rolling, or bringing the ball up coast to coast like a guard, these spectacular finishes with either hand are something we don't see from a typical center. He's got speed, athleticism, and vision. Don't forget, his passing is almost as good as Jokic now. And he's getting close to being on that very short list of players that need more than one defender to stop him in the open court. With this handling, it's only a matter of time before they let him bring it up to initiate the half-court offense, just like Jokic does. And once the Rockets get past their tanking for Wembanyama and get enough talent around him, Sengun could eventually eclipse what Jokic has done, and he is a 2-time MVP of the league. Let's see how Sengun has done this year versus the Nuggets to get a sense of how he stacks up. On the pick and pop, he completely sells the three-point shot. Jokic is faked out of his shoes, and there's an extended step layup. Sengun exposes how immobile Jokic can be laterally. Getting the opening for a drive, Jokic can't keep up, and Aaron Gordon gets a taste. Jokic gets caught in a downhill pick and roll where Sengun easily gets underneath him, then finishes with a nice reverse against ineffectual defense. Jokic must be thinking he's playing against himself as Sengun backs the bigger guy down, then uses a quick snatch into jump hook to release before Jokic is ready.
Oh, nice.
When Jalen Green rejects the screen, it forces Jokic to slide over a little, and he can't get back in time to deter this and one off the roll. While Jokic does recover well enough on this drive to thwart a shot at point-blank range, they get him in the blender again. And on this rejected screen, Sengun shows that he's just a more mobile big man and hits Jokic with his own medicine, slowing the last step to throw the defense's timing off. I like the rhythm and form of his jumper. I think it's a matter of time until he starts taking and making more threes. But this effort from Jokic is embarrassing as Sengun retrieves his miss and abuses Gordon as Jokic doesn't get back into the play. Here's another post-up. That spin move with switch of hands leaves Jokic in the dust for the slam. This time, Green uses the screen, Sengun rolls hard, and Jokic can only wave his hand as Sengun dunks it hard. Give credit to Jokic for trying to hustle down to the roll, but that just means he's there to get moshed on with the one-hander. I know the score is lopsided, so Jokic isn't giving his all, but Sengun abuses him down low, grabbing the board and laying it up. Of course, there's plenty of evidence of Jokic exposing Sengun's weaknesses on defense as well, where he simply can't keep the big man out of the lane, and being only 6'9" means Jokic can shoot right over him. But many of these scores are what Jokic does to everyone, good defender or bad. and Sengun at least presents him with energy to make him uncomfortable, which we saw a number of times as Jokic couldn't finish easily at point-blank range, requiring more effort to follow up and get the putbacks. But there's something here that tells me it's just a matter of time till Sengun learns how to use his body better. Plus, he needs to figure out how to affect the outside shot too, especially after needing to sink and help on the pick-and-roll ball handler, considering more and more players at this position are shooting threes. Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and I want to ask a little favor. I'm getting a little bit close to 1 million subscribers. I'd love to get there a little bit quicker, so hit that subscribe button if you like this. Give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and stay tuned for lots more coming up all season long. Let's look at what made his game last night versus the Lakers so historic. A big key to any big man is his ability to handle rolling after a ball screen. I really like how he utilizes the 2-foot jump into these quick-release floaters, a skill that will get him multiple buckets a game.
Wow,
they run lots of horn sets, and his proficiency from the high post, especially against smaller defenders, makes him special, since he can handle like a guard, bang like a big, and display touch like a shooter. Cutting out of the corner is normally reserved for wings and guards, but here he is attacking on the catch, maintaining balance through the contact and spin and finishing lefty over Bryant. This should remind you of Jokic, bringing the ball up, driving left-handed, changing his cadence of his steps to get the shot off behind the defender for an and one. And the last piece for him is outside shooting. I think he just needs to sink the right foot toe tap a little better with the arm swing up, and this shot will start going in. And he should have plenty of room to shoot with such a big threat of him putting it on the floor and driving. So let's welcome Alperen Sengun to the main stage.
Woo!
Keep your eye on him as he continues to get more and more minutes. At some point, the Rockets are going to start winning again, and when that happens, this guy will be a major part of it.
And that was the end of the video, man. Alperen Sengun, as young as he is, 20 years old, you know, you see like a lot of tendencies he has, you know, comparing him to Jokic and everything. Like I said, it's too early, too soon. And look, he modeled his game after Jokic. Man, his passing ability is just phenomenal. Like he just did no looks, and it's just very accurate too in terms of his passing. And then very athletic, you know, not very athletic, but he is athletic. And, you know, he's very mobile than Jokic is and everything. And then the footwork that he has is just impeccable, you know, especially being in Houston. And then you're going down there and training with Hakeem Olajuwon, who is the best, like, post move offensive player of all time. I mean, he had moves for days. If you haven't seen the Dream Shake on David Robinson, please check it out. But I mean, who better to learn that from than the Dream Hakeem Olajuwon? And you could just see a little like Hakeem a little bit, you know, in his footwork and everything. Definitely, like he said, I agree with B-Ball Breakdown. Like, you know, he got to work on his three-point shooting because it's a three-point shooting game now. So if he can work on that three-point shooting, he'd definitely be deadly and dangerous. Work a little bit more on his body too as well. But I mean, I see that he's coming. He's really coming. He's really coming into his own. Houston is a young team. You know, they got to get rid of the coach, Steven Silas. They got to bring in a coach that can help benefit and can take this team to the next level. You know, before the beginning of the season, we said that they're going to be like the team to watch, especially with all them scores they got on the team with Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, and then Jabari Smith coming from the draft. Eric Gordon, you know, the way he can score the basketball. Kenyon Martin Jr. They got like a lot of pieces over there at Houston. But, you know, you got to make some moves to try to get some pieces. You got to figure out who you're going to have as your franchise guy. Is it Kevin Porter Jr.? Is it going to be Jalen Green? I'd much rather for them to build their offense around Sengun, the half-court offense, make it like what Denver does, you know, have Jokic run that half-court offense. Because, you know, if you can get Kevin Porter Jr. off the ball, if you can get Jalen Green off the ball, I mean, you see the chemistry that Sengun got with Jabari Smith. They can be a really nice combo if they know how to use Jabari Smith right, because he has so much potential to be really good. But Sengun can be an all-star. I don't know how many all-star appearances. If he keeps this up, man, and keeps working on his game, he definitely going to be one of the best players in the league. You know, you know, talk about Sabonis. We talking about all these European, like, big guys and everything. Alperen Sengun's only 6'9", but he is phenomenal to watch, though. The youngest center to record 30 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists in a game. Come on, man. I mean, come on. Like, the dude's future is so much bright. Houston just got to stop committing turnovers, because they can score the basketball, but they just got to stop committing turnovers, because that'd be their Achilles heels when they turn the ball over or when they don't shoot really well. So they got a lot of stuff to work on, but definitely a bright future, definitely a bright spot for Houston with this guy can lead the charge. So definitely comment down below and tell me your thoughts on Alperen Sengun. Do you see him as being the next Nikola Jokic or not? Please definitely comment down below on him. And let me know what you want me to react to next. Subscribe to ItzJustJP for more basketball content. Click the notification bell. You know what our next upload is on the road to 30K. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm JP, and we out of here. Peace.